Ahem. Greetings and salutations, friends. My name is, of course, Charles Quasar Banks, and I'd like to welcome you back to Charles Chill Channel and the open beta for Diablo 4. Huzzah! It continues today, and only today. Sadly, all good things must come to an end, and then they return later, generally, in another form, and that is what's going to happen to the beta. We will lose the beta for now, but then the full game shall release upon June 6th, or so I've heard, and we should hopefully be able to play it then. Yes. Hello everyone, the name is Bonds. Congratulations, you are indeed the first chatter in the chat. Congratulations. Golf claps for you, my friend. Golf claps for you. And Pally Cole! Early morning, Charles. Yes, indeed, Pally Cole. Glad to have you with us. Your name is Bonds? Bonds Bond? Dang, how do you reply to a reply? Don't think you can. Reply? That is sad. They need to implement that on Twitch. I don't, I feel like things like YouTube comments and Twitter have good replies, but Twitch chat generally goes fast enough to where, well, I guess it's because it's fast that you need replies to specific people, but if you can just @, people, then why do you need the reply? I don't know. Well, that was for you. Huzzah! Look at that Pepe with bling. But yes, good morning, friends. I'm gonna jump right into the open beta for Diablo 4 because we have limited time. I will be playing it for 2 hours, or 2.5 hours, and then at the 12:30 mark, I'm going to be switching to my usual daily Bible reading. Yes. As per usual. Also, I need to change something around. Okay, that's a little better. The light from the blinds is insane. It's a bright, beautiful spring day. It's the Three Fingers Run. Actually, here comes Vike to meet the Three Fingers. How do I do this? Wait. Yeah, there you are. Dun dun dun. Anyway, that was that. And yes, Pally Cole, that was a new figurine of Fingerprint Vike. A fingerprint figurine, and it's beautiful. It's amazing. I got it for my birthday, with birthday funds, an excellent acquisition, if I do say so myself. I love it. I love it. These sorts of things make me happy. Merch. Merch, you know. Alright. Enough dawdling, enough playing with children's toys. That's not a child's toy. That is an adult's toy. Thank you very much. So, Turn on the PS5. I'm still very sleepy. I'm not used to doing early streams, as you very well know. I very rarely ever do them. I only ever do them for 12 hours. Did one for Saturday as well, for the open beta, and now today. Not a 12-hour, that is. No. But I may go back to the beta after the Bible reading if we still have time. We shall see. Good morning, T-Prat. Greetings and salutations. A very good morning on this marvelous Monday. Marvelous Monday morning. Yes. Hope you're doing well. I have my coffee. I think I need it for my brain to wake up. Fill my brain cavity with coffee. Alright. Let's get into the game. The free beta goes down at 2 o'clock. It is currently 10:18 my time. Let's go. Zoop. There it is. The Diablo 4 open beta. We'll see if the beta is still very easy to get into, and I hope it's not broken as it was on Saturday. Boom. I can't believe I've done a 15-hour stream of this. That was completely unplanned. But it went well, and I actually didn't feel terrible yesterday because of it. Had my Hobbit birthday party for my niece. Put out all kinds of Lord of the Rings paraphernalia, and dressed up like a hobbit. Well, dressed like I usually do, let's be honest. This is weird, you're listening on one device and viewing on another. Sync, please. That's funny, Mr. Bonds. Which devices on which? Are you listening on the mobile and watching on a monitor or screen? Alright, so I'm actually going to start over with Edwin Druid again. And we are going to play the Druid a completely different way. I think I'll save all the other classes for the actual release of the game. But we shall play
was never meant
with Druid,
kind.
using other builds.
It was forged as a refuge from the war between the high heavens and the burning hells.
Yeah, we're into it already. Pellicold, isn't that great? No queue times, let's go.
Ground in this eternal conflict. A secretive group called the Horadrim has kept mortals safe. But now this once powerful order is a husk of what it was. And Sanctuary's ancient creators
No
have
queuing about
to claim
queues
the
this
hearts of
morning.
humankind.
Yes.
This
Cuckoo.
is the story of their downfall.
The story of whose downfall? The Horadrim? Or the demons? Hopefully the demons. In-game cutscene looks crispy as always. Super cool. We're able to get this level of quality out of an in-game cutscene. Which does make me wish that this were a third-person game where you could look about yourself, because they've obviously rendered a lot of the worlds in 3D. Otherwise they wouldn't be able to do these cutscenes. Of course, it's probably in only specific places, and the rest of the areas are just filled with empty space in the opposite direction that we're looking, being isometric and all. Edwin Druid gasped. Grasped? He grasps for his horse. So, I chose Druid this time and last time. And I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube about the Druid, and apparently it is the worst class in the game. The one that deals the least damage The one that has the least survivability, etc. I actually dispute that. Survivability-wise, he is pretty good. But he's just slow and cumbersome. And I had a great time with him. I guess ignorance is bliss. Because probably all the other classes are super OP compared. Have to do this work thing, but definitely hoping to be able to jump on later during scripture. Because I'm big chicken. Very well, T-Fred. God bless. Thanks for watching. See you later. Thanks for the lurkage. And have a good workage. No shame in it. I like our character's green tattoos. I must blow my nostrils.
I should find better shelter before I freeze.
How did I mute? Oh, I forgot. I muted because of nostrils. Yes. Well, we have our first ability, and it is Wind Shear. Because I have not used it. It is a ranged ability, the only ranged auto attack we have access to. And that is good, we need that. Also, I think I will refund and get 2 basic abilities. Because why not? What is this? Sunder the earth, impaling the first enemy, hit for 5 damage. Wait. Claw an enemy for 7 damage as a wolf. Yeah. Yeah. Gotta go for that. Golden guy! Sorry about your neck. Oh, no worries. I know how to headbang. Thank you very much. Golden guy, welcome to the stream. It's too fun. It is, it's too fun. This game is too fun. How do you do on this marvelous Monday, friend? Assign skill? Oh, that's unlocked. That's locked, is it? Okay. Till level 2. Alright, let's see. Now I guess we don't have to go and break all the items, all the objects. See, that's already better damage than the bear attack. And we don't have to get hit, so that's good. Far better than the build I was doing already. Just because of that. As always, and I had this issue with Diablo 1, Diablo games are made for ranged characters, not for melee. And it's stupid, because I think most people want to play as melee characters for that sort of fantasy, power fantasy, being medieval warrior. With sword and shield, or with double axes, or whatever it is. in these games, it generally goes in your favor to stand afar off and hit from afar. I do hope they address that and make Druid and Barbarian and Crusader better in this game. You are rather well this morning, Golden Guy. Huzzah, thank God for that. God is good. Looking at lightish work today, so personal vibes are good. Excellent. Good mental, physical. Gotta keep up your mental and physical strength. Are we looking at another 13-hour stream? No, we are not. You have established a new standard, Charles. Well, excuse me, I established the standard of 15-hour streams. Thank you very much.
Fangs in the dark. Ah! He bit me!
Yeah, we'll be skipping a lot of the dialogue here. Gotta work and lurk. Have a good workage and an excellent lurkage. Fare thee well, Palicole. Hope to talk to you again soon. Yeah, I kept streaming for 2 more hours the other night. It was fun, and I'm glad I did. Got to actually defeat the main campaign.
What's it to you?
With the previous Bear Druid.
I'm sorry, Wanderer.
Oh yeah. Skip.
You've come. I'll explain.
Now we have to slow walk for 5 minutes, listening to lore. That's awesome. I have a new respect for this game now. Really?
Even a holy man like him was driven mad by whatever he saw.
Well, we got healed. It isn't safe.
Protect us from what?
Is it secret? Is it safe? Level 2. Oh wow. I killed like 5 monsters. And that's it. So, now that we have that unlocked, we can put this to this slot and test that out. We can also test out another one of these. Cyclone or landslide. Let's go for tornado. Tornado, cyclone, same thing. Same basic thing. You must now workage and lurkage yourself. I'll see you in like 7 hours maybe. Until then, my good golden guy, fare thee well, have an excellent workage, and enjoy the lurkage along with everyone else. Thank you for tuning in. God bless you. Fare thee well. So yeah, so as it is right now, my basic abilities are all I have. So I'm going to be using one for range and the other for melee. Or melee, as some like to call it. Should I use the axe? 3 extra damage. It's not a whole lot. Slower, with only 3 damage. Actually, that is better in the end. What does the totem do? 2.5 spirit cost reduction. This has overpower damage, plus 7% damage to healthy enemies. We aren't actually using anything with spirit cost right now, so we're going to be using this for now. That was better boots. See, what I'm expecting in the actual game is that we will be getting a lot of white items in the beginning that will be like up to level 25, and what would be considered rare are commons. Maybe get a few rares by end of Act 1. That legendaries won't be seen until like Act 2 or something. That's what it seems like to me.
I must wait a moment.
I got another totem. Totem find. Item find. Yes! Yeah, most of the action of one's headbang must come from one's chest. Slight movement of your neck. How you save your neck muscles and bones. Neck bones. Good morrow, gamer night. Good morning, good morrow. Marvelous Monday. Gamer night, welcome.
Oh, hi.
How do you do today? Pleasure to have you with us on this, the first stream of the week in Charles' Chill Channel. We're still playing the open beta, and I'm playing a different build. Oh, that does piercing damage? That's amazing. Oh. Oh, oh. Hey, hey.
I'm not ready yet.
So yes, we're trying a new build from the beginning of the same class. This is really the only class I like out of the ones that are available. Hello, doing well, thanks. I hope you are as well. I'm doing alright. I'm still waking up, and I must say my voice still has a lot of issues of congestion and whatnot. That's a really fast attack. I like that. We got a hide tunic. Boop. Better. So yeah, that one is the least bad. I'll take that. Oh, we have a skill point, that's right. We'll put the skill point into one of these things. Attack speed is increased by 10%. Chance to make enemies vulnerable. This will probably be the only thing we can use right now, so we'll do that. Yeah, that is much more slow. Cool. Doing well. Chest. Definitely getting the hang of the gameplay more. Greetings and salutations, the name is Bonds again. I see you chatting once more after 20 minutes. Why does this game have a queue? Are other people online too? Yes, it is Diablo 4 changes from single player with cooperative elements to an actual MMO now. This game is an MMO. Always online, you cannot play it offline. You can never play single player, I mean unless you just ignore the other players, because it's an MMO. Which is an interesting tactic to take. That's why there are queues. You can queue up with other people and invite them to parties and make guilds, or clans as they call them in this game. Of course, I will never be doing any of that, generally, unless I get really feisty and start playing with people, as I am not wont to do that. But we'll see, maybe one day I will. Who knows? Played a bit of Sorcerer and Barbarian last night, but agree. Druid is your favorite so far as well. Really? Nice. Yeah, I did play a little bit of Barbarian as myself when I first started playing this. And it was good. It was definitely good. I think better damage. But Druid is a little more... It's a bit more something, you know? Going on. A lot more interesting things to do. Everybody plays Barbarian. Everybody does Whirlwind. Oh, we got another level. Does that mean we get another unlock? No? See, that's super stupid. I feel like you should be able to test out different abilities alongside your first abilities in early game. Like, why can't you do that? Obviously, you can respec and test everything out, but only having 2 abilities at the beginning feels real bad. Malvacoot, greetings and salutations, friend. Yes, Lightning Sork seems extremely powerful. Rogue, welcome. Hugs to you, friend. It's the hugger of the group, the Rogue.
Hi.
How do you do? You going to be playing Rogue in Diablo 4, Rogue? Or do you play Diablo games? I always have to ask that, because some people just, it's not their forte. Forte. Nya. I do think, one of these days maybe, if I get this game, which I probably will, I'll try an all basic abilities build, where all of my active skills are just basic abilities. And then I just buy all of the perks and passives that you can get throughout the game. Didn't get far, but it was fun. Yeah, the game is just fun at base, I find. Like, a lot of people are hating on Druid because less damage and slower. But, I mean, unless you're competing with other people, which I never do, you're not going to feel that difference. They're all the classes should be fun to play, even if they do have different damage numbers and survivability. And I feel that because of the game's sound effects, action design, it is fun all the time. For me, anyway. Whomever I play. Ooh, extra spirit cost reduction. We don't have anything that can spend anything yet, so let's just keep upgrading the basics. Poison damage for Fierce Claw sounds really cool. We bought vulnerability, right? We didn't? We need that. We need that. Petit Renon, greetings and salutations. Welcome, welcome to the channel once more. I hope you're having a marvelous Monday indeed. Did I go this way? I don't think I finished this direction. Or did I? No, wait. I did. Huzzah. Just at your lunchtime, had chicken parmesan. Nice. Tasty. Delicioso. Lucky boy. Hell-touched corridors. See? That's hell-touched something right there. Looky there. Hi, guys. Yeah, all of my basic abilities will be less than a normal active ability, core ability. But you know, I think we can get over that. This is the beginning of the game after all. And having a ranged option this early game is kind of overpowered. Yes, Sorcerer and Necromancer are definitely overpowered. I wonder if they'll fix that or if they'll nerf anything. I really don't want them to nerf things too much. Make things feel less powerful. But an unbalanced game is an objective critique. And I appreciate if they try to fix it. But a lot of devs tend to break things with the intention of fixing them. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Watch the most amazing video on new classical architecture. So cool and brings me hope for better times. Really? Okay. We have to focus. I've not heard anything of new classical architecture. That sounds awesome. Yes, less relativistic, please. Less minimalistic. Well, I tried to dodge that firebolt. Didn't happen. If you knew people could still build buildings like those of older times, I wouldn't have quit architecture. Oh, dude. The only reason people don't is because people quit architecture. Who do? Who would, right? Of course, at the same time, there are many colleges that push a certain style of architecture and don't give good grades to anyone who does anything but. Like, oh, classical, oh, that's so That's so old and decrepit and... It's not new or unique. And it's like, who cares if it looks good? Couldn't eat the whole lunch as good as it was. Just too much food, especially the mashed potatoes. Ooh. Sounds like a hearty meal, though. Leftovers. Yes. I don't know why I have to always go and smash everything I see. It's part of the fun of these games, I feel. For me, anyway. Came from a college such as those, it was awful. Yeah, I don't blame you for leaving. Experience. Alright, here we go. Okay, he's fast. This is gonna take a while. They just keep aiming at the boss and the enemies will kill themselves upon me. Ow. Ow.
I'm not ready yet.
Did we always start with 5 pots? I don't remember. To be honest, having a core skill would not be that much more powerful than this.
I must wait a moment.
At this point in the game, anyway. Missed me. There's really no reason to get into range with this guy. In terms of skill-based gameplay, this guy is super easy. Nearly died on my first playthrough, though.
I'm not ready yet.
If you play like it's an MMO, just stand in front of the enemy, you will always die, but it's not like it's Dark Souls or anything. There's a Hellstormer in front of me. I like his name, Exfall the Scarred Baron. Not a very powerful Baron of Hell. But in the original games, Barons of Hell were definitely... Well, actually, in Diablo 1 they were really strong. So... yeah. I like this tactic. It works. Huzzah! We did it, ladies and gentlemen. In less than 8 minutes. Gamer night. Work lurk today? No worries, friend. Everyone must work and lurk sometimes. In college, it is not that they mock classical and so on. Sometimes they don't even know what the language is. Yeah, what is classical architecture? Doom has harder barons. Very true, very true. Need a Doom Diablo crossover? Man, that would be so epic. I would love that. An isometric Doom game where you're shooting the same enemies as happen in Diablo. Or vice versa. You get to play the classes first person from Diablo in Doom. Melee in Doom games would be fun. I mean, Doom Infinite, I would postulate that Doom Infinite is more melee than range. To a degree. At least it's almost equal. If not so. Sawed it. Hugs to all! Yes. Okay, wait. We have to go back? See, I don't like backtracking,
Road's blocked. Should clear up when the storm is past.
but it's fine. It's fine! Something I've realized about Blizzard games. They have two types of games. MMOs and strategy games.
Not while I'm
That's
in
it.
town.
And anything else is a combination of the two. Like,
You've
Diablo
returned.
games were always just MMOs that were single-player and focused. Because they have all the tenets of an MMO without the multiplayer part of it. Which is,
The old
you know,
ruins are
a big
clear.
part of what makes an MMO an
Town should
MMO.
be safe now.
Truly.
But most Blizzard games are
By the
top-down.
light, you are heaven sent.
And, well, something like Overwatch
Oh,
doesn't
I'm
really
so
fit.
sorry. We haven't any coin to offer. But we have hot stew, good
Yeah.
company, and
Overwatch is the
for a
only
pint.
exception to that.
Wash out the taste of the stew.
we'd be honored if you
Is
joined
Valorant? What is Valorant? Who made Valorant?
To our savior.
I'm just thinking out loud. Hey, happy dances. I'm skip this, because I know what's going to happen.
Lost souls. All of you.
And now they're trying to kill us. Wow, actually I had to use a potion for that. Oh, she has moves. You know, there are mechanics in games that you rarely see unless you're doing terribly in them,
like us now.
which is sad.
That was
Like, I never knew Vonnie had a 3-shot arrow ability until I wasn't doing enough damage to kill her in a few hits.
Madman.
Yep. When strangers are too kind towards you, you better watch out. Why is that? Oh, that,
I
yeah.
must wait a
Like
moment.
these guys, yes. Like the villagers. I was like, At first I was like, I would like everyone to be kind to me, but yes, that's true.
Cleanse the darkness in this.
And strangers are like, oh, come inside, have a drink, you'll be warmed by the fire. Oh, come over here, oh please. Yeah, you need to start asking questions. Visions of Lilith. Rah! Skip.
You came to thank the light.
I do feel like, while it is a horrific thing to have a village murder their priest, burning down the church is a little bit of an overreaction. At least in video games it's true. It's true too.
You
But no, that is totally true. Too many
I thought that
kidnappings happen
darkness
for that
had
not to be true.
swallowed you. I dragged you here and put this cursed place to the torch. What happened to you in there?
I saw a vision. A horned demon. She said the lords of hell are coming. She wanted to help the people survive.
Help them.
She called them her children. And they welcomed her like a mother.
Mother.
Mother, help them.
It cannot be. I must report to the cathedral.
Alright, skip. We do not have time for this. Are we out into the open world yet? No, not technically. We can do a cellar. Hello, Altar of Lilith. Free XP for some reason. I have no idea why touching that when she is our enemy helps us. But maybe we'll learn something later on. Perhaps it's just because we have We are empowered by her because we have some of her blood inside of us. I believe that's the idea. Oh wow, I didn't have full flasks. We did not refill it. What? That is not what I was aiming at. Malvacute, thank you for the fabulous Frabjous follow, friend. Welcome to the chill channel. And we're almost getting chilled. Aha. How do you do? Level 5! Let's go. Now we can actually use another ability. Nope, never mind. We still have abilities locked. That is so stupid. That is stupid. Attack speed increase. We have that. We have enhanced wind shear. Increase your movement speed. Let's go for that. I like movement speed. I think you have to hit something in order for that to activate, though. It happened in 18th century Russia. There was a plague in the region of Moscow. The Russians were a very devout Christian of the Orthodox kind. Where they kiss the archons and so on. Yes, I've actually known people of this sort. Well said, tradition was spreading the disease according to the new findings in virology and so on. Oh, I've heard of that as well, it's true. The priest of the city then made them remove the icon from its designated place, so people couldn't put their dirty lips all over it. Yeah, it makes sense not to have everyone share saliva in the church. Wow, that is some amazing move speed. Oh, that is grand. To keep you out of range. I love it. Wait, no. That was the... well... no, we do just have... oh, pylons do give move speed. That's what's going on. We did get some move speed as well. Ahaha! It does count multiple devices, not just Twitch accounts. Oh! Excellent! Name as well. Yeah, I've noticed that myself. That's why people who have Twitch accounts, have streams, should always be viewing themselves on a separate monitor or device. Always give yourself more viewers, because otherwise you are keeping yourself from being seen by others that way. Which is really a really weird way to do it. Like, you can't be found unless other people are already watching you. But whatever. The rich get richer and all that. Ooh, he hit me.
I must wait a moment.
Ow. That's a strong bear. Cold enchanted elite bear. That's rare. That's a rare bear. I was the werebear. I was the rare bear. No communal wine now? I mean, that's why in Protestant churches we have those little tiny disposable cups. We don't use the same cup anymore. Imagine killing the village priest for such an act. That is insane, though. That is absolute insanity. It's like, I'm going to... I love this idol so much that I'm going to... well, it makes sense, actually. They loved the idol more than God and his law. So therefore they were willing to commit more sins for the idol they were worshipping. Because guess what? Kissing things made by human hands is not doing any honor unto God. Let's just be frank. Orthodoxy and even Catholicism is filled with low-key idolatry or high-key idolatry sometimes. I love Catholic people, but I cannot support the reverence of the saints or the reverence of statues or paintings or anything like that in a spiritual context. It's like, yeah, you can revere someone for having painted an excellent painting. But that painting does not have the spirit of the thing painted inside of it. And if you do find the paintings inside of it, it's probably not the person painted. It's probably just a demon being like, heh, I can make you believe the wrong things and waste your life on worshipping idols. Just saying. Well, Charles Q. Banks, you've been found out that we're all your bots. Oh no, my bots are gaining sentience. They're becoming self-aware. Oh no. They'll be asking for salary now. I've been wanting you guys to pay me all this time. Remember who created you. Uncle B, greetings and salutations. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Marvelous Monday. I have arrived rather early today to make use of the still ongoing free-to-play open beta. We will be streaming the Bible later on, in about an hour and a half. But until then, we'll be playing Diablo 4, the open beta. I want to get as much out of it as I can while time persists. Because it's a really fun game. I love the gameplay loop, I love the graphics, sound effects, everything. The RPG effects. I'm not so sure about the MMO stuff. I don't really like having players come into my instances and steal my kills, even if I still get XP for it. I would rather just be allowed to
I must wait a moment.
be alone in my little Diablo world. Takes away that sense of, you know, depressing melancholy and loneliness of a grimdark world. When other people are just running around with crazy gear and crazy builds, killing everything. It's like, why is there any difficulty here? Why is anyone having any struggle with demons if there are just thousands of super powerful Nephilim running around, killing everything in one hit?
I must wait a moment.
The MMO part doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Because I promise you one thing. The endgame campaign will not take into account there being more than one chosen one. That's a fact. And I think they should, right? If they want it to be a more multiplayer experience, they should definitely have some story reasons as for why there are so many powerful heroes running around.
My burden is too
Wow,
great.
we are full of stuff and still no way to get rid of anything. Sadly. Continuing the stream after reading? Yes, I am. Why won't you hide those pants? Because I want to flaunt them. I want to show them to the world, although I guess I'm now hiding them. Nope. Yep. Yep. Nope. 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 Yep. Yep. Nope. Nope. Maybe. Yep. Yep. Hey, we got a hat. Oh, we're looking good. Nope. Yep. Nope. Nope. Wait, that's the same. Do you want to use an axe or a hammer? I think I prefer axes, honestly. Nope. Yep. Nope. Nope. Yep. Nope. 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 I thought I already did that. Nope. Nope. Good. Good. Can't you teleport to town? Well, we're in the part of the campaign where there are no teleports. And we've not been to a town. Because guess what? We had to kill all of the villagers that were in town. Because they
I cannot carry anymore.
Well, they had me drink the blood of the demon Queen Lilith. And we had to kill them, or else they would have harvested our organs. Yes.
I cannot carry anymore.
Okay, that's new. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. So yes. Yes, I started over. Indeed I did. Started over with a different build of the same class. Because there are lots of different playstyles with different skills inherent to every class. And Druid is the one that is the most captivating to me out of the ones that exist.
Back here.
I do think I might find Rogue appealing, but not as much as Druid at this time. The hide pants that you didn't pick up, since that reference seemed 45 seconds ago. Ah, yes. Also, sometimes I just skip white armor, but I guess I should pick it up. Lovely peeps, don't you think? Oh, lovely. Lovely. Because I have the the brightness up a little bit, like the mystery of seeing this guy's face for the first time is just, it just shows him perfectly. Like, you're not supposed to be able to see any of his features, but it's like, hi, man. Like when the shadows are heavier, you're supposed to be able to think that maybe it's a antler-headed demon or something. I do love Lorath Nar as a character. He's great. He's gnarly. Haha. Okay, skip. We still don't have the rest of our skills unlocked. That is ridiculous. Alright, now we are in the open world MMO properly. And there are other players about. Out and about. Out and about. You've got Fallen. Rawr, rawr. Whoa, the snow effects are a little weird today. Very shiny. Random. Hand wraps. I really need to get things. Need to just fast travel to town. Fast track it. I love the noises of the Fallen because they're basically the same noises as in Diablo 2. Is that NPC a follower, and can they die? They cannot die, and yes, they are a follower. An NPC follower. And they will teleport to you if you get too far away from them, which is a little silly. That's something I kind of don't like. Like, just have them run fast, it's fine. I do wonder, maybe later on they will have killable NPC followers, I'm not sure.
Never thought I'd live to see all this.
Never thought to see I'd live all this. How many followers can you have? I don't know. For so far, there's only ever been two NPCs that have followed us around in certain campaign instances. But you can also, as a druid, call in a bunch of different companions, as you see. Whoops. I want the big PlayStation button to be the inventory button. I just disconnected the controller. Whoops. But it's not. So here are the skills. And down here, once you have spent enough in the skill tree, you are able to summon 3 different companions. 1 raven, 2 wolves, and a vine creeper, which is a like Jumanji vine that just stays on the ground all the time. So you can get 3 of those. And that's interesting. I think I do want to try doing that. Minions, if you will. Pets. Black Alpaca has redeemed absolutely nothing. Thanks for nothing, Black Alpaca. Thanks a lot. How do you do, Mr. Paca? How are you? Good morrow.
I'm
my
sure
good
you've
sir.
heard the Cathedral of Light babbling about their Holy Father.
It has been too long since we have spoken.
Well, he's real. An angel walks among us. And when he learns that Lilith is here, blood will flow. They are ancient enemies.
Oh, please.
They'll
Mr.
drag the
Packer
whole
was my
damn
father.
world into their feud, unless we can stop it.
Excellent response.
Let's not linger.
Ah, but you
He
do
overshadowed
deserve
just
the
ahead.
stature of your father, I'm quite sure. Live up to his name, at least. If not more. Yeah, Lorath's voice is... I don't know how someone gets that voice. Is it from smoking all their lives? Or was he just born with it? Did he come out of the womb going... It's amazing, though. What I have indeed realized is that men's voices sound better as they get older. Or if their voices get thrashed. Or if they, you know, mismanage their throats and get, what's it called? Burrs on their larynx? I can't think of the right words. Like, they sound better and better. Because it's good to be husky sounding as a man.
That here.
Women sound worse and worse, and it's sad. Aragorn's vest. Tunic. Aragorn's tunic. Is that what it was? Yeah, this guy is the same guy that played Senua's father in Senua's Sacrifice. I've also heard him in a few other video games recently. He seems to be getting a lot of work, and I'm happy. Oh yes, Strider's tunic, that's true. There's a lot of Strider's stuff in this game. I know, Gamer Knight. Everyone misses Deckard Cain's voice. Stay a while and listen. You need the Roderick Cube. Do good, by the way, Charles. How do you do, dear friend? I do greatly.
Meaningless gesture, but some people
Today,
take comfort in it.
it is a good day. I like being up in the morning.
Just let him through, lad. I've tried.
It rarely
for
ever
years to
happens,
get
I must say.
Brad to do.
The name is Bonds. Thank you for the lurkage. Enjoy it. I hope to talk to you again soon, my friend. Thank you so much for tuning in this fine day. Alright, I don't think this has anything to do with anything. Anger. Oh, I just realized something. The druid in my first playthrough, he stood where he was at the shrine and then threw it into the brazier and then teleported to the brazier. I thought that was just what was supposed to happen and that there was a little glitch. But no, he's supposed to walk there. That's amazing. And the item flew through the sky and went into the brazier that time. That was all a glitch. That's an impressive glitch. I was like, oh, wow. That's rather offhand that he would just throw it. But it's pretty cool. Things that one experiences in betas that are glitches that improve the quality of the game. As soon as you were about to say how you were doing, you got cut off by ads. No! I'm doing greatly, Lack Alpaca. Doing greatly, at least today. I do enjoy getting up early in the mornings. I think I feel better that way. And I have had a stacked weekend, so I'm quite pleased. The Lord has seen fit to grace me with good health these last few days.
So,
Saturday I did a
what do you
15-hour
write on a little piece of
stream of
wood?
this.
So I'm
And then
off to the
yesterday
dry
I
stash
attended
since
my
that.
niece's birthday and did
It
well
matters little, I
there.
suppose. Cracked
And then
Swing
today I've woken up and had energy, so
Let's put things back.
yes. Huzzah, praise God. For he is good and his mercy endureth forever. Except for those for whom it doesn't. In which case his wrath falls upon
So
them.
the old man's finally decided to buy it back. Knowing
Gotta be honest.
him, he didn't mention coin, did he?
So we're buying back an item
You will need to pay.
that Lorath left in this guy's hands. I don't really get this quest. Why are we doing this? Oh, I have to sell a bunch of stuff first. Or rather, we shall salvagio it. All junk. Boom. That feels so good every time. Every time. Early mornings are very pog. Also tell your niece I said happy birthday next time. Will do. She'll have no idea what I'm talking about since she is 1 year old, but I will definitely tell her, whether she gets it or not.
Wait. The old man sold me this too. He said he didn't need it anymore, but I think he'd want it back all the same. No charge.
A strange amulet. Can we wear it? No. No! No! Okay, let's get rid of something that can be got rid of. Played through the full story of the beta this weekend, and I figured out 2 things. 1, the game is amazing, and 2, I think this game is a direct sequel to Diablo 2. To Diablo 2, then? I think it's a direct sequel to Diablo 3, since in Diablo 3, Lilith and Inarius and the creation of Sanctuary are referenced in the lore, and Lorath Nar shows up in Diablo 3 as well. And I don't think he shows up in Diablo 2, unless I'm mistaken. So it is, I mean, I think it's supposed to be a spiritual successor to Diablo 2, more than Diablo 3, but, yeah. Story, yes, but as a game, this is a updated 2. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Although, I will say there are certain gameplay elements that are modernized, like what Diablo 3 did is it modernized and simplified the structure of Diablo 2. In fact, it just created an entirely different ARPG game that was simpler and faster and more modern than 2, right? And so this game has elements of that as well. I'm not seeing that it's just Diablo 2, but in a nutshell, or anything. You know, there are definitely some things from Diablo 3 that I enjoy. They went very arcade for 3, yes. And I love that. I love how arcadey and silly and ridiculous and over the top everything is in Diablo 3. But it's nothing like Diablo 2, which is very much why most people were frustrated. Also, the lack of continuous good endgame content was a massive letdown for a lot of people, and keeps you from wanting to come back to it, I will say. Pre-order, please. Not yet. Not until I get my paycheck. Control yourself, Charles! Control thyself! Okay, what we can do, which I didn't do last time, is go back to the town we came from and get ourselves the teleporter. Down there. I mean, this is what we need to do first, since we are closer, but let's do that. The feeling in setting and difficulty to me is rather on par with 2. Yeah, I would agree. I do appreciate that everything is a bit slower. Well, a bit. It's a lot slower than Diablo 3. And enemies do feel like something of a challenge. Even the small ones are like, okay, I have to think a little bit. I have to take my time dealing with each and every one in turn, mostly. Unless you have a broken sorcerer build or necromancer, in which case you can just let your minions kill everything. But, yes. Going back to Diablo 2 is quite a different experience. It's very chill in comparison. Although, trying not to die when you're underpowered is something that happens a lot more often.
I cannot do
for sure.
that here.
But yeah, I like the in-between of this game. It's Diablo 2, but slightly faster, slower than Diablo 3. It's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted out of a Diablo game, and I did not expect Blizzard to deliver that at all.
Cast out thy darkness, for only light must remain.
Cast out thine darkness, for only light must remain.
Is this the one from the west?
Yes, Reverend Mother.
A good combination of things.
Not a company.
He sent me on without him.
Putting faith in that old man was a mistake. What could possibly be of greater importance?
Yes, beautifully bleak and dreary.
Lilith.
So,
I didn't mind how colorful the world was in Diablo 3, but the ridiculous, like, rainbow outlines of enemies.
Of a demon sighting in Gale Valley.
It was just too much, man.
Description matches too closely.
So the
to sight
desaturation of this
If you
game
would travel
Here.
is quite
Take
refreshing.
tonight's report before you go.
And realism. I appreciate realism in a game like this. Dark fantasy realism, grim
I
dark,
cannot do that here.
gritty realism.
Reverend Mother, I
Way
received a
more
report
than
of
the
a potential
cartoony
demon
version they
sighting.
went with in Diablo
Horned
3.
woman near Yelesna Mines. Performed routine inspection. Nothing yet. Sent in priest and escort of knights. We'll report in when we find.
We could pick up some... Oh yeah, Hairfair the city guard. We have to go cheer them on. Interestingly enough, there are a lot more things that you'd use this wheel for than just, like, emotes, which I did not expect to be the case. Do they have cheer here? They do.
The beast lives within you.
The beast lives within you. I don't know why that's encouraging, but
Well done.
there it is. Well done. Not to mention... Oh, I read that. Beautifully
Thanks.
dark and dreary.
I
Bleak
hope
and
that I'll
dreary.
get used to
Yes.
it.
I could do without a little bit of the blood and violence in the cutscenes, but that's just me. Like, I think the
I'm
game
not
itself
ready
is just
yet.
fine in terms of that. Like, enemies die too quickly to see how gorily they are being flayed and destroyed. Just like with Diablo 3. You get desensitized to the violence almost instantly with just how many enemies are getting eviscerated on screen. So we can't get through that. I do take these things into consideration. I definitely thought this game would be a lot more bloody and inappropriate. But at least at this point, it's not. Praise God for that. I don't think Blizzard would ever go back to its Diablo 1 roots with say, nudity ever again. They've gotten too mainstream for that. Level 6, now we have all of our skill slots unlocked. See, what's the point of keeping you from using any of your skills before level 6? It makes no sense to me. What good is a wall if I don't need to be moving around anyway? Wall are elite. Hello, Ripping Reaper. Greetings and salutations, my good top-hatted Federalist.
Oh, hi.
Yes, there is still time, but I do not believe they would do that. Of course, if I do see that... Actually, that's why I probably shouldn't pre-order. Because if there is nudity in this game, I'm not going to buy it. I should probably watch and make sure before making my full decision. But not in the beta. Not in the beta. I do feel like an open beta and the early game of any game should be indicative of what the game is for the rest of the time. At least, in most ways. Perhaps not, like, lore reveals, things like that, but everything else. Gameplay, tone, the amount of gore or the type of culture of it should all be available within the first, few hours to know what you're getting into. What are you doing? I'm trying to decide my skills. What? Warg, you think you're a warg? I'm a warg. Necro, wow. Once you're in the open world, it's just constant enemies everywhere. Man, that scythe looks cool. The only reason I want to play a Necro is just because of that scythe. Melee Necro for me. Okay. Do we have this? Yes. Alright. Debilitating Roar. Earthen Bulwark. We'll use that now. And we shall slot it in on L2. Yes. And now this will be slotted in to triangle. Sure. I love the music of this game too. Yes, feel like that as well, but I think they've moved past it, as it is rather unnecessary. True. A little disappointed of the graphics, but it is beta, so hopefully they will improve. Disappointed with the graphics? Are you insane? Excuse me. I think the graphics are close to perfect. Some of the textures aren't as beautiful when you get up and close, but I think it definitely is the best looking ARPG ever made. And I think that's all we could ask for. I definitely don't think the graphics are going to get any kind of an increase at all by the time the game comes out. That's a little unrealistic, especially because anything that is open world will have lesser graphics than something that is more linear or short term or story based. Like this game, it's like almost Demon Souls Remastered levels of quality from afar, if you don't look too closely, and you're never going to have to look too closely, so it's good. I mean, you can zoom in, but you're not going to be playing like this. And look at how beautiful this is. Like, this is amazing. I don't know how anyone could be disappointed by this. Like, it's incredible. It looks better than Elden Ring. I hate to say it. Get out. Here we are. I mean, I'm playing with this right now. Not that I can see anything, but yeah, it still looks good close up. Fair enough. Maybe I need glasses. I don't know. I will say this. When you're used to playing next-gen games, it's very easy to get caught up in the, like, small graphical differences of things. And people who play less of those generally can't tell the differences. So there is something true of both things. Like, sure, the game could look better, but based on what type of game it is, I don't think I could expect any more. Yeah. Like, if Elden Ring looked like this, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Bizlock! Greetings and salutations. Your class is placeholder until Paladin Crusader comes out. My man! Applause for that. Yeah, I won. That's me too. I'm playing the Druid until Crusader comes out. What if we just play the rest of the game like this? Like, look at the details on this fish. You can tell one of them is like, a bunch of them are rotted, and some of them have their bones sticking out. The bodies are getting old. Hideout. Atomic Heart to you is top-notch graphics and Dead Space. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough, the Dead Space remaster looked really good. Of course, I don't think an ARPG will ever get to that level of, like, relative to its era, being that good of graphics. I think it's impossible. Because you have to consider, in order to have such a large world, or enable people to have this over-the-top view, you have to have a lot more things seeable on screen at a time, and things constantly loading in and out. I am not used to this build yet. I don't know what I'm doing. The cleave on this, though, is amazing. Well, that was fun. Again, I actually had to think. Savina hideout. Complete. I don't think I found that hideout in my first playthrough. One more day to Star Wars. Can't wait. Ooh! Ow! Yes, I'll be buying that. But again, not until next month. I need money. I don't have money. I'm a penniless peasant. Okay, wow. That worked. Tornado. I see you. Yeah, Tornado is the only resource spender I'm using right now. Let's see how well that works. Okay, it goes off in a random direction after you send it out, so... yeah, not great yet. You do get good defenses off it. Let's look at what we've got. Anything new? 6% damage to distant enemies compared to 7. I guess the Reaching Bone staff does have more damage per second, so we'll take that. I like stabs. Stabs are cool. Yes, Jedi Survivor does look awesome. I'm super excited for it. I mean, I don't think there's any way I'll be disappointed by that game because I loved the original so much. Such a great foundation for a game. So if you have a sequel that improves upon that in any way, I'm going to be incredibly happy. Pilgrim's Journal. A Cold Faith. Oh, that's where it gets started? No way. That's actually not how it got started in my previous playthrough. Intriguing. Hello, Arthur Morgan. Greetings and salutations.
Oh, hi.
How do you do, my friend? I am well. I'm actually very well. It is a good day. So that is 100% just a shield right there. Nothing else. It lasts no time. Caravan under siege. Let's do it. Okay, we need to actually watch it. Oh, that's great. I love the ranged ability on this guy. I think that's the best ability to start with. Cyclone's not bad either. Hi! I mean, Tornado, excuse me. Good. Still in it. This is actually a pretty challenging one for early game. Especially for the Druids. Let's be real. Is this the last enemy? Yeah, okay. Good. Nice. Charles wins again! I do wish we could talk to the people we just saved a bit and be like, how you doing? And then they say, oh, thank you, great savior. Or, you know, anything would be nice. We ought to get our own rewards, so I suppose that's fine. I think I'm going to start with ravens, since, well, once we get there. Since we did not see that, I have not seen anyone use that actually. Healing you. That could be good. Blood Howl, instant heal. Another heal. Free heal. Seems pretty good. Or we could just spec into more of what we already have. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I do kind of want to poison some folk. Hello. Allow me to spec into my abilities! Ah! I am loving this game, Arthur Morgan. Like, there is no other ARPG I would rather play at this point. Do I not have that? Wait, I do have that. Good. Poison damage? Claw has a chance to strike twice. I think poison damage is going to be better. Yeah. Ooh, money. Oh yes, money. My money. Yes, great to hear as well from you. Are you well, Arthur Morgan, on this marvelous Monday morning? Morning of marvelousness. Marvelous mundaneness. Hopefully not mundane Monday morning. No one can ever be mundane who is a follower of my channel. It is impossible. I smack you. Oh my gosh, the damage. Ooh, a rare totem. Do we have any good one-handed abilities or weapons? Because otherwise, well, it's actually not that worse. Not that much worse. Minus 30 damage, though. Yikes. Ooh. Ooh. I like staves. But I guess we must go with this. Brutal Club and the Corruption Splitter. Yeah. Now we look at this, and it's doing less damage because now we have 2 weapons equipped. That's how it works. You always have to take that into consideration. Always. Good stuff. Alright, we move on. You are tired, but I am okay. Thank you, Charles. I pray the Lord gives you good strength and energy by the power of His Holy Spirit. Right now, in the name of Jesus. Amen. And amen. Praise ye the Lord, hallelujah. Praise ye the Lord, hallelujah. Praise ye the Lord. Praise ye the Lord. Oh. Oh. Chest. Man, I see breakables. I cannot leave them alone. That means we're not going to be getting very far in this this playthrough. Oh my goodness. Too much stuff to interact with. Can't help it. See, the only trouble with the tornado is it only goes in one direction, and then it goes in a random direction, so not as helpful as an immediate damage-dealing attack like this. Yeah. When is the beta over? 2 o'clock this afternoon. Which is in 3 hours. Or 2.5 hours, actually. Yep. It's not long, and I still have my Bible reading to do, which I will be doing at the usual time, so one must do the Bible reading at the appropriate times. kind of a Christian would I be if I'm like, you know, I usually read the Bible at this time, but there's an open beta, so I'm not going to read the Bible. Like, I see where your priorities lie. Love games more than God, I see. And I have indeed known people to do that. It's like, but the Super Bowl is on Sunday, so we're canceling our prayer meeting. Holy crap. That is awful. I mean, I would get canceling the prayer meeting for being ill or, you know, funerals or weddings, but not for that. Not for games.
What do you need?
Whether they're sports or video games.
I'm looking for Vigo.
You and that nuisance of a child both. Girl's
Okay.
been nagging.
Vigo! Vigo! Welcome to Yelesna. I love the name of the town, Yelesna. Very cool. Very cool name. In my opinion.
What will it be?
Alright, we're not going to be upgrading anything just yet. Who has a thing? Oh, that's a paper.
Wait your turn, you drunkards! There's plenty to go around!
Do we have obols already? Let's check. We do! We have 405 obols. Holy cow. So Gandalf will probably be making an appearance later on? Later.on? Yes, he will, Uncle Beeb. We will return to the Gandalf playthrough and hopefully play that until completion. Yes, that is the idea. I would like a better weapon. A mace, please.
Bad.
Bad.
Not much, is it?
No.
It seems your prayers have been answered.
Is that a staff? It's a legendary. No way. Well, good. It's a low-level legendary, but there it is, friends. There it is. 71 damage per second. Overpower damage, basic skill damage, damage to close enemies, damage to slowed enemies, up to 1% chance to execute injured non-elites. Earth skills deal 47% more critical strike damage to crowd-controlled enemies. So we need to spec into Earth if we're going to be using that rare. Alright. Alright, let's go again. Let's see. They don't give rings, do they? It doesn't really matter what we're going for, because we need upgrades on absolutely everything. Actually, let's just go for it. Use this. Mark these. And level up. Let's just go level up. Okay? Alright, so what I want to do is I want to go back this direction. Finish what we have there. What we have started. I do wish that you could get the horse the early game, but no can do.
A steady supply of
Specimens. So going back to the original Viage to see what has happened there. Didn't even hit everyone. It's kind of sad. Yeah, I've got some speed going. I love it. Zelani Lowlands. Oh, we're going into a cave. Connecting cave. Excuse me, wall.
I must wait a moment.
What? Oh. Wrecked. Slay as many waves as you can before time runs out. Alright, fine. Oh, we've already defeated 5. We have mastery over it already. My goodness. Yeah, the werewolf abilities, especially when they're furious as they are, fast as they are, really fun.
I do not have enough spirits.
Everything has increased health, doesn't it? More waves? Okay. Oh, more. Okay. Keep it up. Something is dealing extreme damage to me. Don't know what it is. Level up! There it is. Got it. T-Prat, welcome back. It goes well, friend. How goes it with you? Okay, level up time. What do we get? More earth abilities? We have Bulwark. Yeah, let's get Landslide. See how that does. R1 for Landslide. Crush enemies between 2 pillars of earth, dealing up to 136 damage. That does not sound like a landslide. It sounds more like a pillar of earth. Uncle Beeb picked up the Illustrated World of Tolkien from Barnes & Noble. It's pretty fantastic. Congratulations. What an excellent acquisition, Uncle Beeb. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I love illustrated versions of things.
I'm not ready.
I have an illustrated The Hobbit, signed by the guy who illustrated it, and it is glorious. Oh yes, we're going west, young man. Still. Vale of Fools. Excuse me. Pardon me. Oh yes, you can dodge through items. Cool. Okay, that's a lot of toys. Okay, so this does have a little bit of AoE, which is nice. Good, you're bored at work today. I mean, I guess, well, it's not good to be bored. I don't know whether I wish for it to pick up, or for it to remain boring. You have spring break next week and the week after, so you're really struggling to be motivated this week. Ah, that makes sense. I get that. Bearded Beowulf is raiding with a party of 17. Welcome in, Bearded Beowulf and friends. Applause for the raiders. How do you do? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chill channel of Charles, the Chancellor of Chill, champion of chivalry, gentleman gamer on Twitch, and Christian content creator. Let's go! Trumpet McCool, Bayo Raid, hello, welcome. Five Luces, hello, here you are. Look at that wolf running across the landscape. Look at this wolf running across the landscape. That's me. Alright, time for a dungeon. It's dungeon time.
I must wait a moment.
Yes, good morning. Marvelous Monday to all. Thank you so much for that kindly raid, good sir. How do you all do this fine day? I'm playing the Diablo 4 open beta, free-to-play open beta, for as long as I can before I do my Bible reading at 12:30 Central Standard Time, which is about in 1 hour. So I'll be doing that. Destroy the ancient totems. Oh, I know this dungeon. This isn't really a dungeon, it's more just a forest, but it's considered a dungeon. What's your opinion on Diablo 4? It is the best ARPG I've ever played, at least the most fun for me. So I'm happy. It's very fun to strike things, to hit things. I'm loving it. I cannot get enough of it. The graphics are beautiful. The skill progression is a little slow. I must say, but that does also mean that getting level ups is a lot more valuable. Same thing with loot. You get less loot and worse loot most of the time. We did get a legendary just now, so disregard what I'm saying. But there it is, Boneweave Gauntlets of the Stampede. Legendary glove. 72 armor, plus 24. Gain 1 additional companion. In addition, your companion skills deal 115% bonus damage. Huzzah. We'll definitely be using that. Marvelous. Also, Legend of Zyro redeemed. Wear a fedora. Where is my fedora? Where did you put it? 'Tis on the hat rack. And thank you for that, Legend. The hat is on. Yes. My friends. My friends. Yes, glad you didn't miss the Bible reading either. 5 luces. We'll be getting to it. Never fear. Yeah, the range skills on the Druid are a much better choice than anything else. For sure. I mean, it's nice to have a melee option, but... Chaubin! Lurk got calls all afternoon. Thank you, Chaubin, so much for the lurkage, my good friend and red bow-tied Federalist. You keep up the good work, my man. Be well, Chaubin. Be well. Raw! I got a club. Where am I going? I'm low on spirit. Love the sound effects. I only got low drops proceeds to get a Lego as he is talking, it's very true. They also said that in the beta the drop rates for legendaries are much higher than they will be in the actual game, so that people see what, you know, is all possible. I'm going to have to go back up and aren't I, eventually. Yeah, we're doing well. Rawr. Sick 'em, Tornado, sick 'em. Beautiful. Explosion! Only get low. Oh, I read that. You'll be back making up ridiculous tasks for yourself to do to stay occupied and feel like I earned my daily wage. Please do. Apparently that's most of the time spent in Japanese companies. It's like CEOs encourage their workers to act busy. Otherwise, they apparently give them less pay, even if they're actually not doing anything of merit. Or so I've heard. It's a strange, weird little tidbit of how corporations exist in Japan. Chests! All the chests! Resplendent chest! Oh my goodness. Yeah, see, most chests don't give items. Even if they do end up giving gold, which is a, you know, it's an upgrade from... Excuse me, map. Upgrade from Diablo 2 not giving anything 90% of the time. From one pylon to another, nice. We must construct additional pylons. Do let us know what ridiculous activities you come up with. T-Prat. Hope you enjoy doing your work. Keep it interesting, my friends. Keep it fun, keep it real. There's an item back here I did not pick up.
I must wait a moment.
I must wait a moment. Why? Why must you do that? Yeah.
Gregor, need a word with you. Fence says the math.
I'm just closing that up. Don't need to hear it. It's a little annoying to have too much going on audio-wise. Arthur Morgan remembers. Got him. And a rare. We got a rare, too. We were working at the grocery store. If you weren't busy, you would start cleaning and make yourself busy. Yeah. That's good to do. Best to be... what's the word? Diligent. And otherwise. Yeah, I'm not so sure about the usefulness of landslide. Doesn't seem great.
I'm low on spirits.
It's fine. Need more earth skills to profit from that legendary. Skeletal Rise. Going to do a load of laundry to wash blankets that you use in your clinic and watch the front desk for a hot second. Sounds good. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, using more different, varied skills is a lot more fun than just having two that are massively spec'd into. Even if it's not too needful, you know? Variety is the spice of life. The way you said that made me think, Pepperidge Farm remembers. Good old Pepperidge Farm. Never made anything bad. Level 9. Huzzah. Level up! We're not there yet. I want companions, man. I want companions. Have to level up in order to get companions, though. After landslide damages 4 times, the next hit will immobilize enemies for 3 seconds. Sure. More effects. More interesting stuff on screen. Do! Now there's a thing over here. Objective. Skeletal construct.
I'm low on spirits.
I'm finding this a lot more fun than just the pure bear build. Werebear. That's really all that matters, is fun. Fun factor. And repairability. Repairability? Replayability. Survival does, matter too. You could call that repairability if you want. Reparability. Perhaps. Cyclone. Or tornado, rather. Tornado is extremely expensive. Wow. Resource-wise. Extreme. Beautiful. I do have to be a lot more mobile with this build. A little more squishy. Werebears are quite tanky. The old-fashioned sounds and the new-fashioned sounds all come together beautifully to create a modernized yet nostalgic soundscape. It's lovely. This is the plan. We start from afar, use all of our abilities until we're out of resource. We use our shield ability, and then we go in for wolf melee spam. And we'll be able to absorb damage, and then we get out and start over again. Range. Makes sense. 5-head. The thinking man's game. Kind of. Yeah, we have so much more in this dungeon. It's a big one. It's a biggie. Get out! You're silenced and blinded in that time. Yikes. Okay, there wasn't that much up here. Do we get extra move speed for being a werewolf? I feel like we should. Perhaps not. I also wish we could move while having the map open. That way we can see where we're going more easily. Aha! Smallwood dungeon complete. Yeah, I'm loving this game. Oh my god. Makes me so happy. Splorch. Yeah, you would think you would be able to move faster in werewolf form, wouldn't you? Makes sense. I also think from the map you should be able to teleport out. But no, it's this weird wheel. Leave dungeon. It's fine if the game teaches you that on release. Alright, about 30 more minutes, then we have to switch to Bible reading. Whoa. Aroo! Glad we were at least able to get one dungeon done. But yeah, it does make me mad. I won't be able to play this after a while.
Not while I'm in town.
This afternoon anymore. This character is extremely fun.
I see. So, yes. Do you see now, Lakthan?
Those were low.
Pick up all the things, all the quests, while we have the time.
York.
Light's Watch is an extremely difficult dungeon to do. Charles, I know in D2 you could overlay the map over the game. That's true. And people are talking about that.
Why?
That is a
Finally
big deal.
arrested?
That you can't. It would be lovely to be able to do that. Because the map doesn't, you know, you can't really change the size of the map when it's in the minimap form.
I must wait.
That would be a massive quality of life upgrade from what the game is now. And, you know, having just the basic bare necessities from DS2, or D2, I mean, is like a no-brainer. Why would you do anything other than that to start with, you know? Like that. Actually, we have not made it back to the the village I was trying to get to, but hey, we have quests to do. When is release? Release is June 6th. Let's think about that for a moment.
He was desperate, but...
June 6th. It's about a month and a half out. I know.
By the light. This is horrible. Do you see any clues?
Month. A little more than a month. It's not too long, but that is going to be a very difficult time to wait for me.
But I've seen those guys before. Unsavory guys who sometimes met with bad fam.
Getting it on Father's Day as your son is buying it for you. What a good son. My goodness. I'm very glad to hear you have such a good relationship. And seem to enjoy some similar things.
He has strayed so far from the light.
Let's go up here. What day is Father's Day? I can never remember. I'm a horrible son. Gold. Gotta get gold. Get out of here, Marauder. It is a little weird that enemies spawn right on top of entrances and exits to places, but I don't. It's not a game-breaking issue. It's just a little strange. It's a weird choice. Another dungeon. Huzzah! Purge the cellar. Oh, it's just a cellar. Never mind.
I need more spirits.
Stop.
I must wait a moment.
I feel a lot more like a caster with this druid build. Which is fine. Cellar complete. Huzzah. Nothing else? Alright. Lettuce leaf. 18th.
I must wait.
Your son and you enjoy skiing, beatboxing, and games together, as well as drinking at the pub. Wow. Father and son. It's so beautiful to see. Sinner's Chase. Oh. The Marauders have invisibility and invincibility abilities? That's crazy. That's crazy. You have to go back in. Do you do anything with your father, if you mind me asking? Sometimes we go fishing. I don't really like fishing, but he does. And it's always fun when we go together. Fishing is a very calming experience. Like to go to movies together. Yep. But that's really it. He's very much an introvert, much like I am, but he is into different things than I am too. He's also into guns, which I am as well, but not enough to be like, okay, let's go to the range and spend $300 on ammunition and entry fees to do so. I would love to, but shooting, at least in Missouri, is incredibly expensive. We used to go out into the mountains and shoot all the time. I say all the time, like once every couple of months. And that was fun. Go plinking. Very enjoyable. There we go, we found it. Lord Orfeo, welcome in, my good VIP and streaming friend. Hello, hello, hello. Guns, lol. It is the last thing you would like. You'd think so, but I really enjoy shooting. I would like to get more into it if it, again, if it weren't such an expensive hobby. It would be good though. Every year I think, should I buy a gun this year? For self-defense? Maybe so, but I never do it. I never get out of the house. So there's not much point. We do have guns in the house already, for self-defense. But when I leave this house, I'd like to be able to have my own. For that reason. Lord Orfeo, it is good to have you with us as usual. I hope you've been well. Marvelous morning to you. The morning is almost over. It is over, actually. Where I am. Get squished. I be well. The beta is great. If nothing changes from the beta, I will be incredibly happy. I do want things to be a little bit better, though, for some classes. I want the Druid to be better. I want melee skills to be more powerful. Little things, little gripes. But as it is, the game is incredibly fun, and I would not change too much about it. It does have some issues, but I definitely overlook them for the amazing gameplay that this game offers. Yeah, the graphics certainly look better than the original Diablo. We can definitely say that. And Diablo 3. And 2, for that matter. You fired an FN Mini-Me, which was fun. Whoa, that's awesome. I don't think I've ever fired an automatic weapon. FN is a great brand. Yes, would hope so. I think we live in a pretty safe area. Not necessary to get guns, but I do want... There is a pistol I want. I can't remember what the brand is, but the Rhino. Because the reason why I want it is because it's a high-caliber pistol that looks like the Trigun gun. Like it's built the same way. With the barrel being at the bottom of the cylinder. Or at least the cylinder and the barrel being at the bottom of the gun. It's very interesting. Level 10! Here we go. Alright, what do we get now? We're almost to companions. I really want to see companions before I have to end this. I don't know if we're going to be able to. Snap. Okay, we have that. We have that. So we have all of that. More damage. An additional earth pillar is formed. Each enemy hit by landslide consumes a terra mote, causing a guaranteed critical strike with 40% critical strike damage. Bosses always have up to 10% chance to grant a terra mote when hit. That sounds a little OP. We'll take that. Like extra damage against bosses? Very cool. You went clay pigeon shooting and fired a 12 gauge. That's very fun as well. I have fired a 12 gauge myself. And I mean, it's pretty intense. It's pretty intense. I'm not a huge fan of shotgun shooting. I like more rifles or pistols. But I do want to fire an automatic one of these days. It'll be a lot of fun. Yes, it is a good day, Lord Orfeo. I hope you've been well. I'm doing great. I've been enjoying these times with Diablo 4 quite a lot. Spent 15 hours the other day playing it. Enjoying it quite a lot. More so than any game in recent history outside of Elden Ring. Obviously, I enjoy Elden Ring the most, but in terms of Diablo likes ARPGs, this is the creme of the crop, creme de la creme for Charles Q. Banks. Chill Will, good afternoon. Hi. Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Charles Chill Channel and the very temporary open beta for Diablo 4. Get through that.
I'm not ready yet.
Drat. Not ready yet.
Spirit.
That was a little late of a tornado. You have been, thanks. I've been having some internet issues lately, but a technician has fixed them. Huzzah! Praise God. Glad to hear it. You keep up a stiff upper lip, my good Lord Orfeo. Ladies and gentlemen, Lord Orfeo is a grand, very chill streamer. Definitely recommend checking him out and giving him a fabulous follow from the Federation. If you haven't done so already, of course. He deserves all the support in the world. So you have an interest in guns but don't play FPS? Yeah, that's basically how it is. In games that have bows, I don't like bow shooting. But I really enjoy bow shooting in real life. Very enjoyable. I like shooting in real life, but I don't like shooting very much in games. Because here's the thing. I also do enjoy martial arts a little bit, but let's just say I'd rather not get into a physical fist fight in real life than I would a gunfight. Even if the one is technically safer than the other. So the point is, basically everything I'm good at in terms of combat, I would rather not do in video games. I don't know, it's just the way that it is. If I'm going to enjoy a fantasy, I would rather enjoy one that I would not enjoy in real life. If that makes sense. The fantasy of being an overpowered martial artist is something I do not, like, imagine myself ever doing in real life. If that makes sense. So it's fun to imagine or to fantasize about the idea in a video game, more so. I don't know. It's odd. I didn't like Horizon at all for that reason. Horizon Zero Dawn. The bow is not fun in games for me. But in real life, it's a great fun. Get a lot of enjoyment out of it. To just thonk that target from afar is... it's nothing like it. You'd much enjoy the movie Tombstone. I started Tombstone and I got super offended at the, like, the content, the content, the mature content immediately. I was like, I don't want to watch this. This is too gritty of a Western for me. Yes, compound bow, just in case of an apocalypse. Yes, a zombie apocalypse. Indeed. You like magical staffs, but don't have one in real life? Interesting. I mean, I do have a lot of sticks that we collect here at the house. So, yes? And thank you for the shout-out. You're welcome, Lord Orfeo. What have you been up to recently, streaming-wise? _ Orfeo. But are they magical? Magic is in the eye of the beholder, right? I would love to have a Gandalf staff and sword. That would be the best. But no, technically I have no Gandalf paraphernalia, no Lord of the Rings paraphernalia. It's sad, but true. It's feel like you made a contribution today. To me job! Huzzah! Congratulations. Such a good worker. Deep Rat. So diligent. So good. I need another level so that I can use werewolves or something. Okay, I didn't need to do that, but here we are. Cooldown time.
I'm not ready yet.
Where are we going? Light the brazier to start the ritual. Sure. Let's do that. We are close. Charles Gandalf cosplay incoming. IRL. I would love to do that, Lord Orfeo. If I had the stuff. Chest! Also, I can check whether or not I've found anything good. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Yes? A rare mace. It's not legendary, though. It isn't legendary. It's good. But it's not legendary. Sure, I'll put those on. Man, it's so sad when you find something that does more damage, but doesn't give you the affixes you wish for. Okay, finally, a more common item. That is good. Better than my chest piece. Isn't that beauty is in the eye of the beholder? Yes, there are many things that are in the eye of the beholder. Let's be true about this. Let's be honest. Be frank. Some things are objective. More objective than others. In the UK, you can own a bow, but you're not allowed to have arrows in the property the bow is in. Wait, what the heck? Have there been any bow shootings? Like killings with bows in the UK in recent memory? Like, gun control can be debated, but bow control? That's crazy. Did you just download for free, or did you just pre-purchase the standard edition? I downloaded for free, the open beta. I'll not be pre-ordering, as far as I can see. I do want to make sure the content is appropriate all the way to the end before I purchase it. That's my plan anyway. It doesn't look like we're going to be leveling up before Bible reading, so... RIP. RIP companion gameplay. How would you compare this to the Souls series in terms of enjoyment? I'm interested in exploring Diablo. How do you compare these? They're very different. This is much more an MMORPG. The Souls games are a lot more skill-based. These are a lot more gear and level-based. There are a lot of things more similar in this game to League of Legends as well. Ability-based, skill-based gameplay. What else do you say? Oof. I got feared. Lots of status effects. Lots of abilities to use. You run through bunches of hordes of enemies.
I'm not ready.
Whereas Souls is like any enemy can kill you. Any one enemy is a challenge that you must defeat. Whereas in this game, ideally, you'll be flying through the content super fast, if your build is good. If your build is bad, you'll be feeling slow and sluggish, and everything will be a challenge. You can still probably beat the game if it is that way, but you will run into some walls of difficulty that are like, okay, I just have to level up and grind or change my gear or upgrade my gear before I can continue. Alright, Ritual Brazier. This is the last thing we shall do before we take a break and ready up for the Bible reading. Got some treads. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of big boys. I'm finding the Earth skills to actually be more useful than Tornado, which does more damage. Utility. Rare battle axe, eh? Nice, I just wrecked him. Beautiful.
My bags are full.
Quest complete, I think. Well supplied. I've collected every kind of item. Huzzah. Fur-lined boots. Are those better? Yes. Drop this. And that. That's a big flamberge on the floor there. Interesting. Alrighty, friends. Time to go back. You'd probably start with the first one. Now, the first one is very slow, and I would recommend in Diablo 1 you do a build that includes range, because if you go full melee, you will not be able to beat the game in Diablo 1. It is not made for melee. Every class has some range skills, and if you don't spec into them, you will lose, and you will not be able to respec, and you will be soft-locked, or hard-locked, rather, like I was. So, just know about that. Diablo 2 is a lot more open-ended in terms of build. There are certain builds that are just way better than others. There is definitely a meta game in Diablo 2. Diablo 3 is just like, it's easy no matter what you do. As long as you use skills, you will be flying through that game eventually. Not what I know of, but we don't really have school/university shootings in the UK. True. True. You think you would have, like, bow shootings in the UK? Like, if you're not allowed to have, like, bows and arrows in schools, that's fine. But, like, not being allowed to have any kind of self-defense is ridiculous. And you still have, you know, knifings and shootings anyway in the UK, even if you don't have school shootings. The problem with the US and shootings is more of a moral and parenting problem rather than a gun problem. It's a lot more forgiving than Souls, Uncle Beeb says. Yes, indeed. Although, yeah, I mean, you don't, well, you lose durability of your armor and weapons on death instead of, you know, losing currency. So it is more forgiving in that way, but you do have to keep up with the Joneses when it comes to your gear score. Or else. Hard locks based on level and gear are things in ARPGs. Beware the drive-by bombies. Beware. Beware the drive-by bow shooting. Gun laws in UK are no guns allowed, yes. No weapons allowed, basically. Aren't there knife laws in the UK as well? I believe I've heard that too. Okay, I'm getting addicted again. Can't let this happen. We're so close to the next objective. Alright, level 11. That's it. We must end the game now. Tortilla! Alright. Ooh, Obscure Scourge. We should probably change that out and use this in its stead and its special ability. Okay, how do we end this game? Leave game. Leaving now. Alright, friends. That was it for my Elemental Druid playthrough for today, I believe.